sound of water mutes the sounds of the city wherever you go in Barbara and David Hale's garden. They love their backyard neighbors, birds on the greenbelt.
It's about 150 to 200 yards behind us, so the view is nice. In the middle of town. Yeah.
We like to imagine we're off in the middle of nowhere.
That's easy to imagine. Since their marriage in 2002, they've created a forever honeymoon oasis out of a plain Jane South Austin yard.
But just piece by piece is how we're doing it, a little at a time.
Yeah. One project, one paycheck at a time.
Nothing would grow back in this area because of the oak tree and the elm tree. There was really nothing, so I built a deck. That was my first step, just kind of bringing things out here where nothing would grow.
So we're enjoying a part of the yard now that we never really took advantage of before.
But the deck was only the starting point. Barbara had married a certified pond lover who graduated to the outdoors from indoor aquariums.
So we had started building decks, and I had this spot down here with nothing in it. We were going to grow ivy. So I said, "Sweetie, what if I put in a pond back here?" And she said, "Okay." And I dug one about 3 feet by 6 feet. And she came out and said, "Who are you burying?" So I dug this thing until I knew it looked like a pond, and it's been so fun since then. I'm glad I went ahead and did a big one.
Rather than haul off the excavated soil, David saw a chance to give the flat yard another spatial dimension with a bridge.
I built one out of treated lumber, and then a friend of mine a couple of years later said, I've got this cedar in my yard, do you want it? He picked it up from a mill and didn't know what to do with it. It was just the edges. So I'll take that. And then I had another friend who had a bunch of cedar trees in the backyard and some bent ones laying on the ground, and I said, "Ooh, could I have those?" My friends don't show me the neat stuff much anymore because I'm good at saying, "Could I have that?"
One project started as a wedding present.
When David moved in, we turned the garage into a little den area. And so we didn't have a place for all his tools and all his projects.
The frame out was done by friends for our wedding.
It was a wedding present originally.
With each addition, David staggered levels to give each spot its own entity. Barbara arranged outdoor rugs, furniture, pots, and plants to make it as comfortable and personal outdoors as inside. David bridged the spaces with a saw.
The long boardwalk, it's good old-fashioned treated lumber, but my sweetie and I went to, I think it was Jamaica, and there was a wooden walkway up through the waterfalls and string, and they put shingles on for no slip. So I came right home, cut shingles, and now it's a no-slip walkway. Isn't that perfect?
Its destination is especially perfect, a romantic hideaway.
Starting right after Thanksgiving, a couple of years ago, I started digging a hole. And I got that thing down to 5 feet deep because I wanted 4 feet of water for koi. That's what they really need to prosper and be happy. And then I dug the other one and put in the waterfall, and in the meantime we had done another neat vacation and seen the thatch on the beaches.
We were kind of inspired by the tropical look, all the palapas and so forth. So
I built that and
our way to
ordered
bring
the
that
thatch.
here.
Yeah, bringing it here, because when we go and sit over there, it's a whole different place. It's really neat. I went and found a bathtub that a house they were demolishing and put it down to hold all the filtration stuff and started stacking rocks. And ordered a 4-foot wide waterfall box, and you can turn it up or down depending on the traffic noise. You can make it loud so you don't hear anything, or you can back it down some and just have it nice and quiet when you want to read.
I like to read in the little hut, And so that's the perfect place to just sit and read.
Although they do the work themselves, they know how to find help, like through the Austin Pond Society.
We went over there to a meeting. They've got a library. You can take the books. They even have a pump that can be used to clean out the pond that they'll loan out. And the people were so nice. So for 2 or 3 years, we went to the meetings regularly and learned a whole lot about ponds.
Barbara hauled stones and pea gravel by the bag to get rid of the wispy grass once and for all.
It was just done a little bit at a time. When we first started the projects, way back at the very beginning, you could walk around trying to plant things, and pretty soon there'd be so much mud on your feet, you'd be 2 inches taller. And so it started off, okay, I need a little path that goes to the hose. So we put rocks and made it into a little path. Okay, now I can walk there without getting muddy. And then pretty soon it just grew and grew, and we put paths all over, and now you can walk anywhere in the yard without getting muddy feet.
That was our primary goal, no mud.
In front, they designed what's become a favorite neighborhood hangout. It's more inviting to come in since David and Barbara built a walkway.
We do a neighborhood block party. We've skipped a year or so, but we love to do that at least once a year and have all the neighbors come over.
Plus, everyone can get a close-up look of Barbara's mosaics that dress up everyday pots.
She'd come out here with the hammer and break plates up in a bag and all that, and I thought, okay, I want to learn that. I can break plates. So she did a few little mosaics and made me the pro at putting the grout on afterwards. I thought, okay, I can grout them, I can break them.
He moved up from grouter to designer, turning plain concrete into art. But it was homeowner calamities that inspired David's wit.
And
So then you got the idea
I
too.
started mosaicing on the toilet. And then after a while, she had a plant growing in it, and I thought, now, I love water. Toilets do overflow. Maybe I can make this into a fountain. So I did. And then I did the mosaic along the front patio with all the koi and the little islands you walk on to get here. I love it when we're both doing projects at the same time. She'll be working over here and doing that, and I'll be working over here, and we'll both look at, oh, honey, that's beautiful, I love it. And she'll look at mine, and that feels so good. Out here together, making what we want to do ourselves, but enjoying it together. That's fun. Lay down.